Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple Labs, seen here, recalls a meeting in the Middle East and their response and reactions to XRP being sued by the Securities and Exchange Commissions, the SEC, here in the United States. Play the clip.
And we're meeting with customers. It's really early in the morning. My time zones are all screwed up. We're meeting with the CEO of a payments company. The employee from Team Ripple says, well, why don't you give an update on what's going on at Ripple? And I start talking about the SEC. And after the meeting, he very delicately says to me, no one gives a shit.
So then we must ask, why is the U.S. and the SEC and Gary Gensler making such a big deal about this whole XRP blockchain saga when other countries don't give a shit about it? And on top of that, Ripple partner Airwallex, as you can see here, featured next to American Express, join hands with American Express to expand merchant options. And you can see here where the Crypto Basic wrote, it is worth noting that Airwallex has been a Ripple partner and RippleNet user since 2017, and consequently, it leverages XRP as a bridge currency in multi-currency and cross-border transactions to enable near instant and low-cost remittances and settlements. Now, where have I heard that before? Oh yeah, right. The central bank and the Federal Reserve, and having rolled out their FedNow system. Check this out. I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see it. According to the Federal Reserve's own website, federalreserve.gov, they state that a CBDC could potentially offer a range of benefits. For example, it could provide households and businesses a convenient electronic form of central bank money with the safety and liquidity that would entail, give entrepreneurs a platform on which to create new financial products and services, support faster and cheaper payments, including cross-border payments, and expand consumer access to the financial system. Now, I feel like at this point, not only are we unnecessarily reinventing the wheel, but we are making it as difficult and convoluted as possible, like if you agree. Now, I mean, it's very simple, actually, and we are already seeing it being done with countries like Montenegro utilizing the Ripple Labs XRP blockchain to roll out their own new currency, pulling away from the euro. The Central Bank of Montenegro, CBCG, is working with blockchain and crypto specialist Ripple on a CBDC pilot. The project will explore the practical application of a digital currency or national stablecoin and the design to simulate its circulation and use under controlled conditions. CBCG Governor Radoš Žujić says, we look forward to collaborating with Ripple on the pilot project for creating CBDC or stablecoin. Through the project, the CBCG will work with the government of Montenegro and Montenegro's academia to create a practical digital currency or secure currency solution to test the main blockchain technology's functionality and potential. It will also analyze the advantages and risks that CBDCs or national stablecoins could pose concerning electronic means of payment availability, security, efficiency, compliance with regulations, and most importantly, the protection of end users' rights and privacy. However, it all makes sense and adds up when you begin to start realizing just how terrible the US dollar has become over the last several years and see just why BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa are pulling away, Saudi Arabia too, and this is only the beginning.
Saudi Arabia, China, Russia, they're starting to move their entire economy. Russia is now backing their ruble with oil. So it's like it's like a petrodollar. Oh, that'll never work. Oh, wait a minute, that's what we did. Until Saudi Arabia said, yeah, we're going to accept anything, really. Even Chinese can pay us in the yuan. We're fine with that. We'll take a ruble, whatever.
And while we're on the subject of pointing out America's flawed government, it would only be fair to ask, how is it possible that a 21-year-old kid is able to access top secret documents and leak them on social media from within our own supposedly safeguarded intelligence agencies? I mean, come on, folks. He still had spots on him, for crying out loud. Hey, Biden, can you tell them boys over at the Pentagon to get it together?
And we have people lined up on the left over here, some union leaders and workers.
Hey, guys and ladies.
Your mark is going to be the blue one to the left.
How y'all doing?
You've got a blue mark, and that's okay.
I'll stay in my blue mark, and then I'm going to say low D20.
Yes, sir. I'll help you get started.
Look, I don't take China lightly. I don't take Russia lightly. But I think we vastly exaggerate. I've been hearing now for the past 3 months about China is going to provide significant weapons to Russia, and they're going to. They've all been talking about that. They haven't yet.
I bet if they lured Joe with ice cream cones, he would be far more attentive and obedient. Meanwhile, Cryptopolitan releases breaking headline: Brazil's president calls for end to U.S. dollar dominance in foreign trade, backs BRICS currency above this Forex.com trading and investment advertisement that you guys see there. Notice the disclaimer: Forex trading involves significant risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. And that goes without saying, folks. And for those who have asked, the ads you see when watching YouTube videos are not the choice, selection, or within the control of the creators. So if you see an ad pop up on my video and you're wondering if it's safe, well, I can't tell you that with any certainty. The ads are placed and delivered specifically based on you, your avatar, viewing history, and other tracking metrics. Social credit, view history, watch time, conversion rates, they all play a part. So be careful and make sure that you understand what you are investing in and feel comfortable in the level of risk you choose to accept. So the Cryptopolitan says, in the midst of growing global sentiment against the U.S. dollar's trade dominance, Brazil's president Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva has added his voice to the chorus. With a focus on empowering developing nations, da Silva urges the replacement of the American currency with local alternatives. However, this development coincides with Beijing's ongoing efforts to reduce the U.S. dollar's influence in international commerce. BRICS bloc takes center stage in the quest for a currency revolution as conversations surrounding the future of international trade intensify. Brazil's president Luiz Inácio da Silva has stepped into the spotlight, advocating for an end to the U.S. dollar's reign. On his first official visit to China since assuming office, da Silva has called upon the BRICS collective, comprised of Brazil, China, Russia, India, and South Africa, to create their own alternative trade currency. During a speech at Shanghai's New Development Bank, Lula questioned the need for continued reliance on the dollar, and I quote, "Every night, I ask myself why all countries have to base their trade on the dollar. Why can't we do trade based on our own currencies?" And he added, what was it that decided that the dollar was the currency after the disappearance of the gold standard? Lula da Silva's sentiments align with recent Chinese efforts to reduce international dependence on the U.S. dollar. As Beijing continues to promote the use of the renminbi for certain cross-border commodities trades, the stage seems set for a potential currency revolution. Now, I will link all these articles and sources in the description down below and begin working on my next video. Please smash the like button and subscribe. Bye.